What's up guys, and welcome back to How to Become an Animator. I'm Sir Wade, and today we are back with some 2017 last minute gift ideas for animators. I have a lot to share with you guys, from books, things for 3D artists, things for 2D artists, different software, different tech, lots to go through, so let's check it out. The first item is for CG animators. Something that I designed is an animation workflow shirt. I like to call it the Block, Spline, Cry, Repeat shirt. We all know this workflow way too well when you need to outline the painful process of working on a shot only to discover that once you hit Spline, you hate it. So wear your pain with pride, you're an animator. The shirt comes in 2 different styles and a bunch of different colors, so pick your style, pick your shirt. It's only 25 bucks, and if you want one, the link is in the description. So the first section is books. This is useful for any animator, whether it's stop motion, 2D, hand-drawn, traditional, CG, doesn't matter, because everyone can get some use out of the art of books. If someone you know is a fan of a certain movie, maybe they just watched Coco, or they watched the new Star Wars movie, or they're really into Marvel, whatever the case may be, pretty much all the big movies now have these art of books, which are these great behind-the-scenes looks at the concept art and character designs of what went into making your favorite movie. Remember that links will be in the description for everything I'm about to list. The next book is an obvious one. It's called The Illusion of Life, and it's basically the animator's Bible. If you haven't read this or you haven't heard of it, you should definitely pick it up. Most people know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, you should definitely check this one out. The next book is Drawn to Life by Walt Stanchfield. He's a legendary animator from Disney, and in this 2-volume collection, he lays out a bunch of great lessons and masterclass archives of different information that are going to be great for any animator. After that is anybody who can't draw all that well. This one is called Simplified Drawing for Planning Animation. This book is emphasizing how to draw the human form in a simplified way for that animator, illustrator, character designer, comic book artist, whoever it is, a better way to draw characters if you're not that great of an artist yet. Character Animation Crash Course was written by Eric Goldberg, the guy who animated Genie in Aladdin, and he did all the little Maui tattoo hand drawings. And he wrote this book to detail personalities and character and how to imbue life into your animation. The last one in this category is 3D World Magazine. It is a magazine subscription dedicated to everything 3D, from modeling, surfacing, animation, lighting, rendering, all of it. I had it for a while. It's super cool. They give you a bunch of free assets, different tips, sometimes codes to different online learning places. It's a really cool resource if you want to learn more about the industry as a whole. The next section is for some tech recommendations. Now, whether you're a storyboard artist, a character designer, an illustrator, animator, whatever the case may be, one thing you're definitely going to want to have if you don't already have one is some kind of drawing or graphics tablet. Now, regardless of the brand, there are 2 ways to go with digital tablets. You can get the kind that have no screen on them, that you can just draw and it maps to the screen, or you can get the kind with the actual screen on the front used as a monitor that you draw directly on. Obviously, the monitor ones are more expensive. The other ones are more economically friendly, so keep that in mind. But here are some ideas. Everyone knows the brand WACOM. Everyone wonders WACOM, WACOM, how do you say it? It's actually WACOM, I found out. I asked them myself, and they said WACOM, like Pac-Man. WACOM. An entry point to these tablets, if you go with the name brand, is going to be the Intuos Pro lineup. They've got small, medium, and large options. I have the large one on my desk. If you want to see what that looks like, there's my last video that shows what that looks like in the context of all the other things on my desk. This tablet offers a bunch of buttons on the side and a little scroll wheel thingy that you can use to map to different functions and features inside of your applications, Photoshop, Maya, whatever it is. Or if you want to go really big budget, they have the Cintiq, which is the monitor-enabled version where you actually get to use it as a second computer screen and draw directly on your screen. Something like this is pretty essential to anyone who does storyboarding or character illustration or something where they need to actually draw 24/7 on the computer. This is a must-have. Now, if you are on a budget, one of the companies that I've been looking into is XP Pen. They're a relatively newer company who are making some economic solutions to the issue of needing one of these things without having a ton of money to spend on it. Now, if that sounds like you, they have some options without the screen as well, and if you want the screen, they have what's called the Artist Series lineup. This company actually did send me their 15.6 and 13.3 inch monitor tablets to check out. They're not paying me to talk about it or say anything specific or anything like that, but I will be doing a comprehensive review of that in January once I've had some time to play around and see how I like it. But in the meantime, you should definitely check it out. Products are super cost effective. I think for 360 bucks or something, you can get one of these things with a screen. That's pretty amazing for the price. So anyway, graphics tablets are a huge deal. Check them out. Now, pretty much every animator at some point needs to use video reference for something. And if you want any tips on how to shoot better video reference, check out my video down below. I'll link that up. I made some tips for you. One tip I'll give you now, though, that comes with a tech recommendation is that we've pretty much all tried to prop our phones up on some ledge to try and capture some kind of video reference that we've been trying to get, or use a webcam on a laptop or something like that, and the quality is not always very good. So a very simple solution is to get some kind of phone tripod. Now, they do have actual little tripods for your phone that you can put as landscape or portrait, and these things, the legs can be wrapped around different poles and different things to try and hold your phone so you can get the shot you need. Or if you're looking for something smaller, they also have something like this, which is a little fold-out tripod for your smartphone. which is very nice to put something like an iPhone in. I think they have them for Android. But either way, you can use this to prop up your phone and capture your video reference. So check out some phone tripods. Next we have digital assets, and these can be used for 2D animators, 3D animators, effects artists, you name it. There's a bunch of great uses for this stuff. If you ever animate anything with action shots, punching, fighting, kicking, that kind of stuff, then you definitely want to check out Film Riot's Triune Sound Fighting Packs. They have a bunch of different options. If you're going really high budget, they have this giant sound pack and a bunch of other kinds of sounds that you can check out. But for as low as like $10, you can get the indie fighting pack, and I think it comes with a bunch of hits, kicks, body falls, and different sounds that are really just going to up the production value of whatever it is you're making. Now, whether you're doing live action or animation, if you're making something with a fight, you probably have found at some point that it's really hard to find good, non-cheesy sound effects for affordable prices. It's almost impossible to find something online that doesn't sound really, really goofy and cheesy. Either way, they have a whole bunch of different options for different amounts of sound effects for what you need. The next goodie is called Element 3D. It's from Video Copilot, and it is something to bring 3D elements into After Effects. You can either animate stuff in After Effects, or you can just have it there to look cool in your shots, whatever you're doing. But either way, you should definitely look at it, check it out. It's a sweet tool in a ton of productions. I've got one more for After Effects, and that is the Trapcode Suite. If you are an effects artist or interested in trying effects out, they've recently updated their whole suite of tools using particle effects, 3D emitters, all kinds of really awesome stuff to make great looking content in After Effects. It's kind of expensive by itself, so look for those sales and get the educational pricing if you're a student. That's how I bought it, and I'm so glad I did because it was super, super cheap that way. Now on to software. Now if you are a 2D animator, or you want to be, or you want to work in TV animation, you should definitely be downloading Toon Boom Harmony. You can get a free trial for a while if you want, and they even have a learning portal to help teach you the software so that you're ready to go. This is the software that pretty much every TV production I know of uses to make their show. From Mickey Mouse to Rick and Morty, I'm pretty sure pretty much everybody uses Toon Boom Harmony. So check it out, go learn it, you need it. For anyone looking to try storyboarding, you've got a program called Storyboard Pro, also from Toon Boom, and it works really well with Harmony, so if you want to try both of them, they integrate really nicely. And that's used a ton of places too, so you should definitely check that out as well. A pretty obvious recommendation is Adobe CC, which is Adobe Creative Cloud, and it's pretty much all the tools that Adobe makes. You can get it for some kind of subscription, and if you are a student, you can get an educational discount for it, but this is 100% worth it. You get Adobe Animate, Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, Character Render, Premiere, Lightroom, everything. Check that out because it comes with so many tools, and they're huge tools that everybody uses in the industry, so you should definitely know those. And if there's any After Effects artists here, I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on After Effects because After Effects is my baby. I love it, so stay tuned for those. For you 3D animators looking for some new rigs, here are some recommendations on where to find some. Check the notes for a link to the Body Mechanics Mega Pack, which is an inexpensive pack of a whole bunch of different rigs of all shapes and sizes. They don't have faces, so it's very focused on the body mechanics if you're going to do fighting, running, jumping, whatever, and you don't need to worry so much about acting unless it's pantomime. Or if you're looking for something with faces and a lot more expressiveness, you can check out Long Winter Studios, who have a bunch of different rigs for different prices, I think like mostly $10 each, or for $10 a month, you get access to all of their rigs, and they have some really good appealing ones in there. Another one, I hope I say it right, is Josh Sobel, I don't know, but he makes a bunch of really cool rigs, and I've seen his stuff on Facebook, and you can check out his rigs. They're also really inexpensive, so you can check that out. As well as Truong, CG artist, he also makes some cool rigs, some free ones and some for like $10. So either way, check out these different places to get some new characters for your arsenal. Next up is learning resources, and the first two obvious ones are lynda.com and Pluralsight, which used to be Digital Tutors, but I think they got bought and absorbed by Pluralsight. Check both of those out. They have free trials if you want to see, but basically those are just websites that have tons of courses on Maya and After Effects and ZBrush and all different packages. If you want to learn a package or a software, they have a bunch of different curriculums to teach you what you need to know. If you're looking for something above and beyond to get somebody or to get yourself, check out some animation workshops. Animation Mentor has some really awesome workshops about creature animation, cartoon animation, storyboarding, game animation, some really awesome little things there to check out. And there's also the Animation Collaborative, which is run by some guys up at Pixar who do a bunch of awesome sessions, some demos, so you can actually go live to some of their things and enroll in one of their classes with lectures and demos and cool stuff. Or there's their online sessions for gesture drawing and acting and all different things like that. Either way, workshops are awesome to expand your skill set, so look at those. Last learning resource I have for you right now is called Rhino House. I had a subscription to this website when I was an animation mentor, super helpful. It's basically this giant library of human and animal video reference. So if you're not gonna film your own, or you need specific animal stuff like an emu or a crocodile or something crazy that's kind of hard to find on YouTube, they have all the players in slow motion and all this like frame through stuff. Really, really cool for when you're animating animals. Make sure to find the educational discount on that page if you are a student, and they also have some free rigs if you want to practice with your animals. Some of the last recommendations are just some good go-tos and some really good stocking stuffers if you're going really last minute here. You've got Copic markers and Copic multi-liner pens. I know those are really big and great pens for artists. They don't bleed, they don't smudge, and the colors are really nice, and you get all kinds of different thicknesses and things like that. So those are always a great gift. Something else that can go on someone's desk are, toys, that kind of stuff, or those little anatomy maquettes. They have a bunch of different kinds of those, and those can be really helpful if someone likes to draw the human form a lot and they need some help on anatomy. So those are always good to go to. A cool gift for someone who does 3D modeling or even 3D surfacing maybe would be to get their project file, send it off, and get it 3D printed so that they can have whatever they created there on their desk and they can show people and say, look, I actually made this. Super cool thing that you can actually do now that 3D printing is becoming more normal. And if you're not a 3D printer but you want something like that, Sideshow makes a bunch of really awesome maquettes of all kinds of different characters. I'm showing you the Toothless one here. This is the one I have pre-ordered because I love Toothless and I love those movies. So these were a super cool thing to get for someone's desk. They just cost a little bit more because they're really, really awesome. And again, the last little goodie that I'll just mention one more time are these shirts. I think they're super cool. There aren't really shirts for animators. Working on that for all kinds of different artists. So that's it for my 2017 holiday gift ideas for animators. Hopefully you liked the suggestions. Hopefully some of them are helpful and you know now what to get a friend or a significant other, or some stuff to get yourself this year. That's it for the 2017 holiday gift ideas for animators. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this, don't forget that all of the products are down in the description, so you can check those out there and I'll link everything up. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss more great content like this. Anyway, thanks so much again, and I'll see you guys next time.